just after the study of living organisms and the life processes, in short, what is the relation in between them? When you have to think about the players, that's players while playing the game, in the breaking time, they just eat different types of foodstuffs. So why should they eat the different types of foodstuffs? Its reason is that while playing, just they perform more and more exercise, means there is more exertion in their body takes place, and as just to recover the exertion, just they eat more and more food in the breaking time. Now again one more question here given, can you recall? In that question we have to just answer what is meant by the respiration. This part also we have to see in our 8th standard about what is meant by the respiration. Generally we have to know as a respiration means intake of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide, but that's not a respiration, it is a half process. Respiration completed at that time whenever there is energy production takes place. It means the definition of the respiration is the release of energy from assimilated food. The release of, just think and listen it carefully, the release of energy from assimilated food is called as a respiration. पचवलेल्या अन्नापासून ज्यावेळी ऊर्जा निर्मिती होते ते म्हणजे असते respiration. Mean just again see the release of energy from assimilated food. It just called as respiration. And again, how does it occur? How does respiration occurs? Respiration occurs either maybe in external level or internal level. External and internal, that means in the body level and in cellular level. In two levels, respiration completed. So just energy production takes place. That means respiration completed, and it occurs in the two ways, body level and cellular level. So what is that body level and what is the cellular level? This part also we have to be studied. Either in the body level or cellular level, means body level respiration, it's called as external respiration. In that, breathing process takes place. What's the breathing is? Breathing means inhalation and exhalation. When you have to intake the oxygen and give out the carbon dioxide, that's our breathing. And that breathing is included in the body level respiration. When the oxygen enters in our body, further it's utilized by the mitochondria, and that's utilization of oxygen by the mitochondria to release the energy, it just occurs in the cellular level. So here in short that you remember about the respiration and its occurring. It is the release of energy from assimilated food. It is a respiration. It just occurs in the two ways or two levels, body level and cellular level. So about the second concept that we see now, it is the living organisms and energy production. The most important part, it is again living organisms and in them how the energy production takes place. Again, energy production takes place means what takes place in them? Respiration process is completed. So that same figure which we had to be seen in our previous classes about the respiration, it's given here. Now you have to draw that figure and just labeling that figure. This figure is again important in the point of view of examination, because as we have to write the activity based paper, so in that paper such figures may be asked. Figure is to be given in your paper and you have to labeling it. Means for the labeling only the figure is to be given in your paper. So this figure is also one of that figure which is to be important according to the examination. So here I have to write the name as a fill in the blanks in that figure. As the first name that you have to write in figure, write just name in that figure is as a nose, mouth. Write down the name in that figure, nose, then mouth, then pharynx. Continue to it, pharynx, then bronchi, below it, bronchi, diaphragm, alveoli, just lower part, separate figure that is given, it is the alveoli, separate figure below it is to be given, it is the alveoli, and another names are larynx and the lungs, larynx and the lungs. So these are the different parts of our respiratory system. Remember, it is the most important figure for the examination, as not for the figure is to be asked for you to draw the figure, but the labeling is to be the most important. Now, when we have to think about ourselves or just overall the living organisms, respiration occurs at two levels that we see. Which are the two levels where the respiration takes place? It's about the body level and cellular level. And oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged between the body and surroundings in case of respiration occurring at body level. What happens in at the body level respiration? At the body level respiration, there is the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen takes place between the body and the external surroundings. It means here the breathing takes place. Complete breathing takes place. There is exchanging of oxygen and carbon dioxide between body and the external surrounding takes place. And what's about the cellular respiration? What's happened in the cellular respiration? In case of cellular respiration, the foodstuffs are oxidized either with or without the oxygen. So the most important part, just remember here. What happens in the cellular respiration? Food that is digested food means just like the glucose. That glucose or the food material is oxidized, and that's oxidation of the food takes place. Just here, oxidation of the food takes place either maybe in the presence of oxygen or maybe in the absence of oxygen. Or then either maybe in the presence of oxygen or maybe in the absence of oxygen, cellular respiration takes place. ऑक्सिडेशन ऑफ फूड टेक्स प्लेस. ऑक्सिडेशन होईल, पण ते ऑक्सिडेशन फूडचं होताना काही वेळा ऑक्सिजनचा वापर केला जाईल तर काही वेळा विदाउट ऑक्सिजन ती प्रोसेस कंप्लीट होईल. मीन्स हियर cellular respiration completed means there is oxidation of the food takes place even or either maybe in presence or in the absence of oxygen. That is the respiration. And at last, when the cellular respiration takes place, means there is energy production takes place. As the glucose is oxidized, either maybe with oxygen or without oxygen, then at last as an end product, that is energy production takes place. Now, again, some of the questions that you take, can you tell? These all the questions which are given in the book, just like can you recall, can you tell, use your brain power, that's all the questions are so much important. So here you have to write or answering, that's can you tell question. So first question that is given is, how many atoms of C as a carbon, H as a hydrogen and O as a oxygen are respectively present in a molecule of glucose? So what is the formula of glucose? Glucose formula is C6H12O6. So write down that answer just in front of that question. C6H12O6, which gives us an idea about in the glucose molecule there are 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. That's our answer. Next, one more question. Which types of chemical bonds are present in between all these atoms? So when you have to think about that atoms as a carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, which bond is present? When you have to see about in the chemistry, there are the 2 types of bonds that we know. There is one is a ionic bond and another one is a covalent bond. So in that atoms of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, which bond is present? And that is a covalent bond. Covalent bond means what? Covalent bond means there is the mutual sharing of electrons between them or between the 2 atoms takes place. And here is that's carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. They mutually share their electrons with each other. So in between them, which bond is present? That is the covalent bond is present. Now the one more question is, in terms of chemistry, what happens actually when a molecule is oxidized? Means, as according to the chemistry, what is the oxidation is? It is one of the reaction. Oxidation is one of the reaction, and according to chemistry, what can it indicates about the oxidation? Oxidation means whenever the oxygen combines, when the oxygen combines or when one of the reactant is oxidized and new products are to be formed, that means the oxygen combines with reactant and products are formed, that's we call it is the oxidation. What is the oxidized reaction or oxidation reaction according to chemistry means? Just here, when the oxygen combines with reactant and the new products formed, it is called as oxidation according to the chemistry. Again another one more part or one more definition that we write about the oxidation means, when you have to see in the chemistry, थोडासा वेगळा पार्ट असेल. ऑक्सिडेशनच्या आपल्याला 3 डेफिनेशन लक्षात ठेवावे लागतील. एक तर जनरली डेफिनेशन काय असेल, when the oxygen combines with reactant and products are to be formed, that's oxidation. Another one more definition as another some part, थोडासा लेसनच्या व्यतिरिक्त पार्ट असेल तो, when the hydrogen is lost from the reaction, that reaction is also called as oxidation. तर ती असे आपल्या केमिस्ट्री मध्ये रिएक्शन, हायड्रोजनचा लॉस झाला तरी ऑक्सिडेशन, ऑक्सिजन कंबाईन झाला तरी ऑक्सिडेशन. आणि आणखीन एक आपल्याला नवीन डेफिनेशन आपल्याला येईल केमिस्ट्रीच्या 3rd लेसन मध्ये ऑक्सिडेशन रिएक्शन बद्दलची, आणि त्यामध्ये असेल when the electrons are lost. Here it is another one more definition, when the electrons are lost, that reaction is also called as oxidation, but that is a part of the chemistry. तो पार्ट असेल केमिस्ट्रीचा. सध्या फक्त आपल्याला डेफिनेशन कोणती लक्षात ठेवावी लागेल, when the oxygen combines with reactant and products are to be formed, that's called as oxidation. So as the 3 questions that we answer now, so here we have to see the further part in the energy production, what happens, because we see the second concept, it's about the living organisms and energy production. Now in energy production, the important raw materials are the carbohydrates, which are the main source of energy. That's carbohydrates of the food that we consume when we eat the foodstuffs. That's foodstuffs containing the carbohydrates, and that carbohydrates are mainly used for the energy production. Means the main source of energy production as a raw material is the carbohydrates, and that carbohydrates which we have to get from our foodstuffs. The energy is obtained means energy that we get from the carbohydrates after its complete oxidation. That energy is obtained in the form of ATP. Step by step, that's all the part C. First of all, we have to see in digestive system, after the digestion completed, carbohydrates are to be converted into glucose. कार्बोहायड्रेटचं कन्व्हर्जन कशामध्ये होईल? ग्लुकोज मध्ये. ज्यावेळी डायजेशन प्रोसेस कंप्लीट होते, जे फूड मटेरियल आपण खाल्लेलं असेल त्यात असणारे कार्बोहायड्रेट्स कन्व्हर्ट होतील ग्लुकोज मध्ये. मीन्स व्हेन द कार्बोहायड्रेट्स आर कन्व्हर्टेड into the glucose, which is the most important part for the energy production, and the energy that we get, that's energy which you have to get in the form of ATP. This ATP means what? It is an adenosine triphosphate. It is an energy rich compound. It is an energy rich compound, and in the form of ATP we have to get the energy. आता त्याच्याबद्दलचं डिटेल स्टडी ATP बद्दलची नेक्स्ट पेजवर आपल्याला आहे. सो नाउ हियर वी ओनली रिमेंबर द एनर्जी दॅट वी गेट आफ्टर द एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन. इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ATP, and for this purpose means here as we get the energy in the form of, in which form that we get energy? In the form of ATP. So for that, what happens? The food that we eat, it contains which the main nutrient for the energy production? That is a carbohydrate. It's after the digestion, it converted into, after the digestion of food material, the carbohydrates are converted into glucose, and that's glucose, which is a one type of carbohydrate. That's glucose, which is a one type of carbohydrate. It's just step by step oxidized. This glucose, which is the one type of carbohydrate, its step by step oxidation now takes place. तर याचं होईल ऑक्सिडेशन आणि नंतर शेवटी आपल्याला एनर्जी मिळेल. हा ग्लुकोज म्हणजेच काय होता? आपण जे अन्न खाल्लं होतं त्या अन्नामध्ये घटक होता, एक न्यूट्रिएंट होतं, कोणतं? कार्बोहायड्रेट नावाचं. त्याचं ज्यावेळी पचन झालं, डायजेशन झालं, त्याचं कन्व्हर्जन कशात झालं? ग्लुकोज मध्ये झालं. हा ग्लुकोज आता पुढे होणार त्याचं काय? स्टेप बाय स्टेप ऑक्सिडेशन. ग्लुकोज इट गेट्स स्टेप बाय स्टेप इन ऑक्सिडेशन प्रोसेस, and the glucose, which is a one type of carbohydrate, step by step oxidizing in the cell, and when this glucose just undergoes step by step oxidation in the cell, it is just called as cellular respiration. And ग्लुकोजचं जे स्टेप बाय स्टेप ऑक्सिडेशन होईल ही प्रोसेस कुठे होणार आहे? आता सेलच्या मध्ये. सेलच्या मध्ये म्हणजे सेलमध्ये असणाऱ्या कोणत्या पार्ट मध्ये? मायटोकॉन्ड्रिया मध्ये. and then our cellular respiration takes place. As cellular respiration occurs among the living organisms, in short, energy production process, as you remember, carbohydrates converted into glucose. This glucose is oxidized step by step in the cell. Then our cellular respiration takes place. Now, again see here, glucose, which is a step by step oxidizer in the cell. Then our cellular respiration takes place, and that cellular respiration takes place in two ways. What's happened here? Cellular respiration takes place in the two ways. Just understand, cellular respiration ज्यावेळी होईल त्यावेळी एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन केलं जाईल. हे सेल्युलर रेस्पिरेशन होणं म्हणजेच काय? ग्लुकोजचं स्टेप बाय स्टेप ऑक्सिडेशन होणं. ते कुठे होणं? सेलच्या आत, म्हणजे मायटोकॉन्ड्रियामध्ये होणं. जस्ट एव्हरी टाइम नॉट मायटोकॉन्ड्रिया. दॅट्स व्हाय वी से when the glucose step by step oxidizes in the cell, it's occur in a cellular respiration, and that cellular respiration takes place in two ways. First one is there is a presence of oxygen, and second one is there is an absence of oxygen. Just understand it. Glucose is oxidized. Sometimes oxygen is present, and when the cellular respiration in which the oxygen is present, that's called as aerobic respiration. What is it? The cellular respiration where there is oxygen is present. It's called as aerobic respiration. And sometimes when this glucose is oxidized, see here, glucose is oxidized, but there is no presence of oxygen. Means without oxygen, in absence of oxygen, it gets oxidized and energy production takes place. It gets oxidized either maybe in presence of oxygen or maybe in the absence of oxygen. And at last what happens? Energy production takes place in which form? In the form of ATP. So that cellular respiration where there is oxygen is present, it's called as aerobic respiration, and there is cellular respiration in which oxygen is absent, it's called as anaerobic respiration.